Hi everyone. Okay, so today we are doing a love reading about their current feelings for you. Now, this is a specific person you have in your mind. You could be in a relationship with them, in a no contact situation, in a limited contact situation, or you simply like them and you want to know what they feel for you. This is a general reading, which means it may or may not apply to everyone, so please take it only if it resonates with your story. Now, another thing is that energies are always flexible, so whatever story will come out today, these can be your energies or your partner's energies, so please check accordingly. And this goes for cross watchers also who are here to see for their Virgo partners. This reading can be applied to your sun, moon, or rising sign. Now, let me quickly explain you the whole pattern of this reading. We will take cards out for your recent past, present, and upcoming future, and then the overall guidance for you from universe, right? Okay, so let's start with the love reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of June. And first we'll take out 3 cards here for the recent past and we'll see what energies are guiding us here. Okay. Right, so we have the Five of Wands here, we have the Page of Swords here, and we have the Seven of Pentacles over here. Okay. Five of Wands over here, this is the energy of your relationship. What I'm sensing in the recent past here, Virgo, there's a lot of conflict, Cold War, or you're actually kind of, verbally fighting, and there's a lot of bickering, blame games, ego battles happening. And I'm also sensing because of this, other people are also taking advantage and they are also kind of provoking, each other, provoking you both against each other. And if there was a third party involved, that third party is trying to get into the situation by again taking advantage of your vulnerability or your partner's vulnerability. But there's a lot of tension in this connection in the recent past, a lot of disagreements, confusion, misunderstandings, manipulations, lies, and there's a huge ego battle about proving oneself right over here. For some of you, your families are also involved in this, so families are also fighting with each other. But there's a lot of tension going on in the recent past over here, and like I said, other people are taking advantage, or exes are taking advantage, or third parties are taking advantage, but others are definitely taking advantage and they are just ruining the connection. Okay? Right? We have Page of Swords. This is the Page of Swords is your energy. Virgo, what I'm sensing that you're trying to have a conversation, but you're not finding a way out. It's almost like you are talking to a wall. That's how it feels when you talk to your partner. And that has only with time, agitated you, angered you, because usually you do not get angry so easily. But it's just like talking to a wall, like nobody's listening. It never started with Five of Wands. What I'm sensing that you voiced your concerns, you tried to have a conversation with them, you tried explaining your viewpoint, your perspective to them, but it just fell on deaf ears. Especially if you guys have been married, you're trying to explain them that how probably their family is mistreating you, or how you're insecure about their ex, or how their other priorities are kind of taking over this marriage and you feel suffocated. Whatever it is, whatever stage of relationship you are in, you tried explaining, you tried voicing your concerns to this person, but nothing really changed. For some of them, they never even replied to you, or they never even considered this to be a conversation. They shut you down, they tried to gaslight you, and for others, even if they kind of participated in the conversation, that was just a formality, because they never had anything substantial to tell you. They never had anything credible to tell you. It was just a passing conversation. They just wanted to get rid of it as quickly as possible. So you did try. It's not that you didn't try, but nothing happened. Why? Because Seven of Pentacles. If you see your partner, they are kind of quite lonely, sitting in isolation, and that too they climbed a tree and they're on the tree. So that means they really wanted this isolation. They really wanted to get away from you, and they're carrying pentacles with them. That is, they have taken their stability, they have taken the information, they have taken the secrets, they have taken the viewpoints, everything with them, and they're just lost into solitude. That is why, if you're standing at the bottom here on the ground and you're kind of just calling them, or you're kind of trying to have a conversation, you can't have a conversation if someone is sitting on a tree, right? But this person is refusing to come down. They're refusing to kind of acknowledge your presence there. They're ignoring you. They're behaving as if they cannot hear you. And it's not an empty tree. They're carrying all of the information, all of the pentacles with them. Right? And that is why this Five of Wands energy, because you feel starved of the information, you feel starved of the resources, some of you. If you're financially dependent on them especially, or you have responsibilities together, but you feel starved mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. And after a point came where this person refused completely to listen to you, that is when this Five of Wands energy emerged, where finally you had to shake the tree, you had to shake them to listen to you, to acknowledge your presence. And the moment you shook the tree, the fight started. And others jumped in the fight. So it's a huge, tensed energy over here that we have for your recent past, Virgo. You never wanted this to reach here. You always wanted, an amicable solution to it, a mature conversation about it. But no conversation can happen, if the other person is not participating in it. So it's almost like you had no option but to tap into the Five of Wands energy, and they reciprocated. It's almost like they were waiting to fight with you, right? And other people are only provoking it. They're adding fuel to the fire, right? Okay guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here for the current energies, and we'll see how you are feeling, how your partner is feeling, and what is happening in this relationship right now. We need to see if anything improved or things are still stuck, right? Okay. We have the Hierophant, we have the King of Cups, and we have the Ace of Wands over here, right? Okay. We have the Hierophant. This is the energy of your relationship. So what I'm sensing, that somebody who is an elder person, or somebody that you both respect or listen to, may not necessarily an elder person, but you guys look up to this person, okay? And you both respect this person, has kind of, stepped in to carry out the negotiations between both of you to cool down the moment, okay? This person can be a family member, friend, or any counselor if you're seeking professional help, But there is somebody who has stepped in to provide some kind of, a healthier perspective to this situation, to tell you both that how other people are taking advantage of this situation, and how, even the minor things are now the bigger issues over here. So someone is kind of pulling this thing back into balance. That is what I'm getting over here. They may not be doing it, if it's a counselor, definitely it's happening very professionally. But if it's a family friend or a family member, or any mentor, or anybody that you look up to, or your partner look up to, or both of you look up to, it's not necessary that both of you have to know this person. Even if one of you knows, but they are providing a healthier perspective about it. And you can definitely trust this person. And how will you recognize this person? This is someone, who's a very righteous person, spiritual person. They always talk, things which are more mature than their age, basically. Right? They have a very positive aura around them. That is the kind of energy this person carries, irrespective of their age or their gender. But someone is trying to balance out things, and someone is trying to bring harmony into this relationship or marriage. And this can be a judge also. If your issue has reached the court, someone is trying that the divorce should not happen. This person is trying to kind of, how in the court cases they provide you a counselor, they do provide you a counselor. Or even if this can be a judge also, who's keeping a warm perspective about this whole thing, because probably this person can see that other people are too much involved. So whosoever he or she is trying to bring harmony, and you should trust this person, because we have King of Cups over here. This is your energy. A new perspective has given you a new way to look at this person, and you are feeling nothing but love for them. Okay, you're understanding that they intentionally did not create this mess. They wanted some time off, and they have been kind of in some kind of either trouble, or even if there was a third party, let me tell you that third party has betrayed them. The third party has left them, and they didn't know how to tell you this, so they have been kind of sulking and kind of regretting alone. But you want to be kind of compassionate towards them right now. You want to be kind towards them, even if this person has hurt you, because firstly, you don't want to lose them, and secondly, you want to know what they have to say, because they have been too quiet. And that's what has been provoking you, because what you wanted, that even if they have something bitter to say, at least say something. Let me make some opinion about a fact, and let me not assume things, right? But that was not happening. But now, when someone is trying to kind of just mediate here, things are kind of looking better to you. You feel there is hope. You feel if there is hope, then I need to be kind and compassionate towards my partner. I need to be empathetic. At least I want to know the truth here. And then I'll take my decision, right? We have Ace of Wands. This is your partner's energy, and they also are reciprocating this energy. They are also understanding that how other people have been taking advantage of this, and how probably they have ignored you intentionally or unintentionally, and they are not feeling good about it. So they also want that we should be kind of starting things from scratch. Even if you guys have been together for years and years, they just want to start things from scratch. So no secrets are there, there's transparency, and there are answers, and there is accountability, and they want to provide that. They want to provide that foundation, and they can feel the warmth that you're giving to them, Virgo. They can feel it, and they're grateful for it, because they also know that if someone is putting their partner into Five of Wands energy, and yet after that they are kind of keeping King of Cups energy, of course nobody will do that. It's easy to hate than to love. So your partner feels that you could have found 1,000 reasons to keep a grudge for them, but then you are not doing that. You're keeping love, you're keeping understanding. And so they want to reciprocate here. They want to do it all over again. They want to start it from scratch. If it's an older connection, if it's a new connection, and you felt that this person is blocked and you want to explore things with them, or you want to know them seriously, then yes, this is happening. They want to kind of reciprocate. Right? Alright guys, so now I will take out 3 cards here for the immediate future. But okay, before that I want to say, please understand that energies are flexible. They are never rigid. So do not chase the timelines and the readings, May readings, June readings, April readings. Universe does not work on our timelines. Universe is not writing your destiny monthly. Okay, see, I understand your anxiety about monthly readings, okay? Because the whole structure of YouTube, of tarot readings on YouTube, it has become very rigid. People are uploading daily videos also. So you need to understand, are they doing it because they've been called to do it, or they have their own agendas, they have their own interests. So you need to differentiate it, because if you will kind of accept everything that is out there on internet, on YouTube, in terms of tarot readings, you're unintentionally inviting all the blockages that other people are carrying, but you're not carrying, but you're inviting them now because you're chasing those readings. See, you need to understand whatever messages for you, it will reach to you effortlessly, either through me, through somebody else, or through something else, but it will reach to you. Universe is too perfect for that, right? And so whatever will come here, yes, for most of you it will happen within June, but for others it can happen next month also, year end also, next year also. Focus on the message, okay? And don't stress about the timelines, guys. The past, the present, the future, everything is happening simultaneously for universe, right? Alright, so now I'll take out 3 cards here for the immediate future, and we'll see how you are feeling, how your partner would be feeling, and what would happen in this relationship in the immediate future here. Let's see. Okay, we have the Chariot, we have the 8 of Cups, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. I think 8 of Cups is like the theme of June. This, I think, is my 5th reading, right? And I think in 2 to 3 readings I've gotten this 8 of Cups, right? And 8 of Cups for me in this deck is all about evolving, leaving behind, things and emotions and feelings and people and places and beliefs that is not serving you. Don't hold on to that, right? Anyways, Chariot, the energy of this relationship. So Chariot is all about the positive movement, positive, blessed movement, guided, divinely guided movement of this relationship. Okay, so where we were fighting with 5 of Wands as the relationship's energy, we have now entered with the Chariot energy after the Hierophant, after, universe sent somebody to guide you both, to show you a new perspective, right? And it's in the clouds. So if you're spotting the hot air balloon, somewhere take it as a sign, online, offline, if you're traveling. But hot air balloon is a very major important sign. If you spot it anywhere, then that is a sign that your relationship is on the right track. But your relationship is divinely guided. Each and every step is being guided. It is moving on a peaceful, on a positive journey. You have to believe in that, okay? Because we have the 8 of Cups. This is your energy, Virgo. Like I said, you're just moving upstairs. You're leaving behind all the grudges that, oh, why 5 of Wands happened, and those things which started where a lot of bickering was happening, ego battles. You're leaving all of that behind. You don't want to open that difficult chapter. You're leaving everything, because once you understand that this person also wants to reciprocate, and they also want to invest, everything that was painful, everything that was hurtful, you're closing it. Because for you, this person matters. Their efforts matters and their intentions matter. You also somewhere realize that other people were just kind of magnifying everything. So you're leaving everything behind that is not serving you, and you're kind of walking upstairs because you want to evolve as a person, as a partner. You want to bring healthy perspectives into this relationship. And definitely, you don't want anybody else to take advantage. What I'm sensing, you're cutting off certain people also from your life, the family members also, friends also, who kind of provoked you. You're cutting those people off. Right, Virgo? We have Knight of Pentacles. This is your partner's energy. And it's almost like, they're meeting you midway. If you were kind of evolving, they're also on their way, and they'll meet you somewhere midway. And Pentacle, Earlier they were kind of putting all the pentacles, like holding all the information and resources and everything with them. But now it's like, because these are small pentacles and this is a bigger pentacle, so they've collected all the pentacles into one pentacle, which contains information also, commitment also, transparency, honesty, resources, security, everything, and they're getting it to you. They're getting it to you. They want to offer it to you. They want to. And once you meet the midway here, both of you will climb into it and travel, because universe is guiding you both, right? All right, guys. So now I will take out 3 cards here and we'll see what universe wants to guide you for this situation. But before that, I want to say that every time I upload a video, even now, at least one of you comes and tells me that, ma'am, whatever you said about my partner, they are my energies, and whatever you said about me, they are my partner's energies. So guys, please understand, I always say at the beginning of every video that energies, of 2 people in general readings can be interchangeable. They can be vice versa, right? So this can very well be your partner who's evolving, who tried actually having a proper conversation with you, but probably either you were too influenced by the other people, or you were too much in guilt or in regret, or you were too much troubled, sad, that it's almost like you came across as a wall to them, that they were just banging their head upon and nothing was coming out of it. And eventually, they had no option left but to shake you, and the fight started, and this can very well be you, who understood that, okay, I cannot give, advantage to other people to ruin our connection, and yes, I was wrong, but the solution is not to, distance myself, but to actually engage in a proper healthy conversation. And so you're meeting midway. So whether this is you or whether this is your partner, understand that either way this reading is correct, guys, okay? You don't have to force yourself to fit into a character to claim this reading. No, just be honest and pick your part honestly, because like I said, either way this reading is correct, right? All right, guys, so now 3 cards here and we'll see what universe wants to guide you. Let's see. Okay, so we have 6 of Swords here, 8 of Pentacles here, and we have Ace of Pentacles over here. Okay, so 6 of Swords over here, is your partner's energy. Okay, like I told you, that your partner, like here with 7 of Pentacles also, they just kind of created a distance. They wanted their own, space, or they just wanted to kind of regret in isolation. They wanted to feel guilt in isolation. They had secrets. They couldn't face you. Whatever the thing, this person, chose distance, because 6 of Swords is also about walking away. And walking away not in peace, but walking away with a very, very heavy heart. Because if you see here, all these swords, crows are sitting. Okay, all those crows symbolically, are divine messengers, they are divine birds, but they're a signal to something. They always signify something important, important that is being ignored here, important that must be avoided here, because we have these crows sitting on every sword. So it's almost like universe was trying to tell your partner that you're walking away, but you're kind of, are leaving behind a lot of burden, anxiety for your partner. You want a distance, take distance, but then inform them. Other people are torturing them. Other people are taking advantage. Right? But universe wants to tell you that this distance that they created was only because they couldn't face you, and they didn't have the guts to tell you whatever they were suffering from, or whatever, mistake they did. So they thought escape is the best solution over here, right? It's only when somebody here with the Hierophant showed them a different perspective and showed them how much damage your relationship is, and it can become damaged to a point where probably, repairing it might become impossible. That's when they jumped into the scene and they wanted to repair it, because definitely this person also does not want to lose you. 8 of Pentacles, your energy, and you have been continuously kind of, working on this relationship, carving out every detail of this connection. That much you've invested in this relationship, in this person, in this marriage. Even if it's a new person, you have this deep desire to offer so much. Okay, to offer so much. But that could only happen if this person was reciprocating. How can you offer it to somebody who was walking away? Who was walking away? So universe is asking you, that giving yourself is amazing thing, Virgo, but only when the other person is also reciprocating. The person has to meet you midway like they met you here. And until unless someone is not meeting you midway, don't open your cards completely. Be a mystery. Let someone earn your trust. This is a lesson for you also. Right? Ace of Pentacles. The relationship's energy and universe is granting this connection a new beginning. But before that, universe showed both of you where you lagged. For you, you have a clean heart, but you can't just give yourself unconditionally. And to your partner, you can't just walk away like that. You have responsibility of the emotions and feelings of the other person. You can't be a coward just because you cannot face what you have done, or you cannot face the difficult side of life. You can't punish your partner for that. So both of you have lessons to learn, and once you do, universe is offering you a new beginning with the pentacle here. The same pentacle that your partner is carrying. The universe granted this with the wisdom through this person, and this is what has been offered to you and your partner. But you have to be careful, because if universe offers you something, it can take it back if you both are not learning your lessons and repeating the same things, right? Alright guys, so now what I'll do is I will take this book, shuffle a few pages and open one page and see what extra message universe has for you. But before that, I want to say that for the people who come here often, you guys are very well aware about the crystal jewelry that I offer. But for the people who are coming here for the first time, I want to tell you why it's important to wear crystals. See, crystals, they come from beneath the earth, and earth is the only planet in our entire solar system which has the power, the magic to give birth to life. So you can imagine how powerful, magical, beautiful our Mother Earth is. And because, all of these crystals are coming from beneath the earth, so each and every crystal contains the same magic, same power within them. Now, if somehow you can extract these powers from these crystals and you align them with your energies, imagine how powerfully your life can change. And the best way to do that is to wear the crystal. It's even more powerful when you keep the crystals, because when you're wearing it, of course, there's a direct connection between the crystal's energies and your energies, right? See guys, I have been working with crystals since very, very long, and I can tell you from my own experience that crystals have benefited me in all areas of my life. In fact, crystals have been the power to guide me towards tarot, because I started reading tarot much later. Crystals have benefited me in my personal relationships, my finances, my health, protecting me from low vibrational energies, negativity, evil eye, black magic, psychic attacks. What are psychic attacks? See, psychic attacks are very harmful, very underestimated, and very common. What are psychic attacks? Let's say I'm sitting somewhere and I'm very motivated to do a certain task, or I really want to study, and today I've decided I'm going to complete this syllabus. Or let's say I'm really looking forward, to invest my money somewhere. I want to take that strong financial decision, or I want to confess my feelings to somebody, or I really want to meet someone, talk to them. So what happens when I'm about to do that? Suddenly, my health goes off. Suddenly there are uncalled blockages that come. I'm having anxiety attacks, panic attacks. The person I was supposed to meet, that person ghosts me, blocks me out, the financial decision, some other issue comes at the end moment. And when I try to understand, I have no logical explanation why that thing happened suddenly, but why it happened, because somebody out there, at least one person or more, You know, they're thinking so negatively about you that they're passing all their negativity to you and they're sucking all your positivity out. We call these people as energy vampires. See, energy exchange is the law of the universe. If something is going, something will come back. So if your positivity is going, definitely their negativity will come to you. And what happens when it comes? You are attracting their bad karma also. It will create blockages in your energies, rigid blockages that can be very dangerous at times. So what crystals do? They create that protective defense around you. Okay. Also, crystals keep your intuition on point. What is intuition? Intuition is the language of the universe. It is that pathway, the bridge that connects us with the universe. Right? See, but what is happening these days? Because of all the greed, all the anxiety, jealousy, gaslighting, negativity, psychic attacks, all this noise, the waste, our pathway is blocked. The bridge is blocked, and so we're not able to reach out to universe. We are cut off from the universe. What happens when you're cut off from universe? Your home, your source. You're depressed, sad, lonely, and that is why world over mental health issues are increasing day by day, because we are cut off from our home. We are mindlessly, aimlessly floating. So what crystals do? They make sure that your intuition pathway is clear and you're always connected to the intuition. See, it's only because of intuition, I'm able to channelize these messages for you even when I don't know you personally. And not just in the psychic world. If your intuition is on point, you'll always take right decisions in your personal life, professional life, protecting you from a lot of betrayals, frauds, and giving you that growth and success, right? Okay, love. Now, there are three most important things that you must know before you buy crystals, whether you're buying it from me or somebody else. Firstly, please do a little research and make sure you're buying original crystals, because there are a lot of people out there who are selling fake ones. Even few reputed websites are doing that. Okay, because it happened with few of my clients in the past, so I know. Secondly, how one crystal benefits one person, it might not benefit another person the same way. Why? Because, all of us have different kind of energy blockages, intensity of blockages, karmic baggages, soul purpose, right? Just like how one medicine will not solve all the health issues in the world. Same logic applies here. You eat medicine according to your diagnosis, your illness. So similarly, you have to wear the crystal according to your issues. See, the most common example of this is rose quartz crystal. How world over, people try to market it as love crystal. And I'm sure most of you must have tried wearing it at least once in your life to attract love. But did it work for all of you? No. Why? Because rose quartz might not be your love crystal. It might be your career crystal. I'm wearing lapis lazuli over here. If this lapis lazuli is helping me financially, the same lapis lazuli can help you romantically, right? So if you do not know which crystal is good for you, don't worry. You message me on my crystal Instagram page. I will take your details. I will meditate on your energies and I will let you know which crystal is good for you, right? Now, the third thing is, please wear crystals only after they're charged with your specific energies. Now, why this is important? See, crystals, they have the power to connect with the energies they come across. Like I'm wearing this crystal and I come across so many people every day. So my crystal will try to create a bond with everybody. And I don't want that, because this way its powers are now divided, they're scattered. But I want all of its powers to work only for me. Basically, I want to lock its powers. So how do I do that? I do that by carrying out certain intense rituals, and let me tell you, not everybody can do these rituals, because again I come across people trying to sell crystals online by saying buy from us, they're charged by us. People have started using this word charge so irresponsibly that it really breaks my heart, how they're misleading people. You need to ask these people, charged of what, in charge of whose energies? Have they taken your details? Do they know your blockages? Have they meditated on your energies? If no, they know the crystal is not charged and it's of no use to you. See guys, one thing I can promise you 1000% that crystals have the power to change your life, but you have to be responsible towards them. They are not fashionable jewelries, they're living entities who are always listening to you, guiding you, supporting you, loving you, taking care of you, protecting you. They're your guardians, right? So you need to have faith in them, right? Alright guys, so now we'll open one page from this book and we'll take out one message that universe has for Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Right. Okay. explore it with playful curiosity. Universe is telling you, that now that, mediation has happened, it's happening, right? So anything that is coming beyond that, anything where you are now being King of Cups and you're evolving with Eight of Cups, okay, do it with playful curiosity. Don't do it with stress. Don't evolve with stress. Don't keep empathy and compassion with stress that, oh, I'm keeping empathy and compassion. Will it be reciprocated or not? That is not your job. That is your partner's job. And you leave that to universe. You keep a playful attitude. You keep that playful frequency, because if you will be vibrating in playful frequency, you will firstly, attract a lot of positivity and peace for yourself, and the same you will pass to your partner. But if you're stressed out and if you're kind of wondering, or really guessing that what I will get if I'm showing, or what if I'll get rejected, or they'll hurt me, or they'll betray me, you are living in the frequency of fear, and the same you'll pass to your partner. You have to have faith, and people who have faith, they live with playful curiosity. You are curious, definitely, that what they will do, but then you're not stressing. You're leaving on universe that I will do my part, and I will let universe guide them to do their part, and they are doing it. They're meeting you midway, but everything that you'll do without stress, without fear, right? Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, then please subscribe to this channel. Also comment here, like and share the video. And for the people who want to book their personal readings with me, you guys should contact me on Instagram. Also on Instagram, every morning prediction for the day is posted, and every day one person is picked up for a free detailed reading. So if you're interested, I would be putting the links both for my tarot Instagram page and my crystal Instagram page in the description box below. You can check it out, okay? So I'll see you guys again very soon. Till then, please take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye.